How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Nintendo Direct leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at a leak that claims that we are going to be getting a Nintendo Direct on April 15th of 2019, as well as everything that is going to be on this Nintendo Direct. However, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, we have no idea if this leak is true or not, so make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. Unfortunately, however, guys, I do not have access to the original post because this was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord, and all they sent in was screenshots. So if you guys want to read along while I talk, everything is going to be up on screen for you guys to see. Speaking of that, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, and it is a text post leak that comes from 4chan. However, guys, before we go ahead and take a look at this brand new leak, I just want to remind you guys that once we hit 20,000 subscribers, we are going to be doing another LaxChris official Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament, in which I will be giving away a gift card to the winner of the tournament. However, the only way that you guys can enter is if you are subscribed to the channel, so make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell, and also go ahead and check out my description as well as my pinned comment for all my socials like my Twitter and Patreon. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at this brand new leak. So, guys, like I said, this leak comes from 4chan, and it is titled Nintendo Direct 4/15/19, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts by saying, "Hey everyone, today I am a data miner and I found a weird folder called Direct, and it had multiple words in a line, so I will tell you the words in order and tell you what I think it will mean. 4/15/19. The first word is not a word, but it still tells us the Direct is coming on April 15th of 2019. M&S. This reminds me of M&N. Anyways, about a month ago, we saw pictures of the next Mario and Sonic game, so we can say that M stands for Mario and S stands for Sonic. There is also an and in the middle for and they will probably show a gameplay trailer like LM3, Luigi's Mansion 3, and Super Mario Maker 2. After that, we have intro. This is probably an intro. We don't know who's going to talk, but my guess is Reggie since he is retiring soon. He will probably talk about his retirement. Switch once again. I don't think we're gonna have any 3DS headlines, so it makes sense that it says Switch and not Nintendo 3DS. Paper. This will probably be a Paper Mario game. I really hope that ends up happening. We don't know if this is a new game or a port. Grandma. This is a really confusing word that I don't really know what it could be. The only thing I think it could be is Granny, the horror game. Then we have Radiance. This is probably like Final Fantasy or ports of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn to the Switch. Then we have VR. This will probably be the Labo VR, and they will probably show Mario Odyssey and Zelda. Then we have text. I really don't know what this is. Maybe you can now text and maybe call your friends on Switch. I don't know if it's online only or not. 3.0. This will probably be for the Smash Update 3.0. We know that there is a stage builder, but they will probably show some more. Maybe even some Joker gameplay. Long Animal. These are two words. This will probably be a long portion of the Direct showcasing Animal Crossing. Long Maker. Probably the same thing as Animal Crossing, but with Mario Maker 2. Houses. They will probably just show more gameplay and talk for a little about Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I don't have space, so I will make a part 2. So then we move on to part 2, which is titled Nintendo Direct 4/15/19 Part 2, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts by saying, "Alright, we're back from where we left off from Fire Emblem. Part 1 is here. Conclusion. This is probably a conclusion to the Direct. Tour. As you know, a Mario Kart game is coming to mobile called Mario Kart Tour, so they will probably show something about it. Brave. This will probably be an announcement for Airdrick. End. The end of the Direct." So now that we've gone over the entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is the data mine. Now, I don't really know where this guy data mined this information from, but if I had to take a guess, I would probably say that it came out of some file on the Nintendo Switch. Now, if you guys weren't already aware, you can actually watch Nintendo Directs from your Nintendo Switch, so it would make sense if they just went into those files and found them after an update from the Switch. However, I'm not too sure how likely this is, just because I personally have never tried to data mine anything before. I've never tried to look through the Switch's files, so for all I know, this could just be a load of BS. But guys, I want you to let me know in the comments whether or not this is possible. Once again, I do not data mine, but I do think that a Direct is coming very soon, so let's go ahead and talk about the Direct. Now, another thing that I wanted to say, which is probably going to sound like a red flag to a lot of you, is that this Direct is going to happen this upcoming Monday. So if this is the case, we are probably going to get an announcement tomorrow on Saturday, April 13th, but once again, this is very unlikely. Now, Nintendo has done Directs on Mondays before, but usually it seems like they like to do them on Tuesdays or Thursdays or other dates like that, so I don't know if I could see this happening. However, as we know, Reggie is about to celebrate his last day at Nintendo, so it would make sense if they put out a special Direct just for him so that he could say his goodbyes to everyone on the Nintendo fanbase community. Now, once again, it is on a Monday, so remember to take this with a grain of salt, because personally, although I do believe we are going to be getting a Nintendo Direct very soon, I feel like it's probably going to be on a Tuesday or Thursday, which has been very common with Nintendo recently. So now let's go ahead and talk about the games that are supposedly going to be shown off in this upcoming Nintendo Direct. Now, as always, we aren't going to talk about everything in this Direct, we're just going to talk about the highlights. So first up, let's talk about Paper, which is apparently going to be a Paper Mario game. Now, right away, Paper Mario is a series that I hold very near and dear to my heart, so if we did end up seeing this, I would be extremely happy. Now, personally, I kinda hope it's just a port of the original or the Thousand Year Door, just because the last two Paper Mario games, Sticker Star as well as Color Splash, haven't been that great. But if they want to make a new Paper Mario game with partners and a story and everything like that, now that would be awesome and I would definitely be down for it. However, it looks like they aren't going to be doing that anytime soon, so personally, I just love to see a port of the Thousand Year Door on the Nintendo Switch. I think that would be great, and if enough people bought it, maybe we could get a brand new original Paper Mario that goes back to its roots next time they make a new Paper Mario game. Next up, they're apparently going to show off Nintendo Labo VR, which is funny because Labo was actually released today, so if you go into the store today, you can actually pick up a Labo VR. Now, they do need to show it off a little bit more because personally, I haven't seen a ton of new stuff about Labo, and they're probably going to want to push it just because this is their first attempt at VR. But yeah, I think that they're definitely going to have at least a small segment about it. After that, we have some Animal Crossing information, which, personally, I kind of thought they were going to wait until the E3 Nintendo Direct to show off any more new information about Animal Crossing. But if we get Animal Crossing information before E3, that would be extremely cool. And honestly, although I can't really see it happening, I do think it's definitely possible, especially if they're going for a summer release date. After that, we have Mario Maker 2, which obviously Mario Maker 2 was just announced, so they're going to want to show off more features like the different enemies you can have, the different styles you can play, and stuff like that. Personally, everyone has been waiting so patiently for more Mario Maker 2 information that I'm sure they're going to want to show it off in every single Direct until it finally gets released. Next up, let's go ahead and talk about Mario Kart Tour. Now, for those of you guys who weren't already aware, yes, we are officially getting a Mario Kart game coming to our mobile phones very soon. Now, we don't have a ton of information about Mario Kart Tour, if it'll be like Mario Run, where you just kind of press a button to jump and stuff like that and they move automatically, or anything like that. And personally, I want to see some Mario Kart Tour information. I can't wait to play Mario Kart on my phone with all my fans, and I think that's just going to be absolutely amazing, so I definitely am looking forward to that. And now we're going to talk about the part of the leak which makes me believe that this is going to end up being real, being version 3.0 for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, as well as the announcement for Air Drake. Now, for those of you guys who don't really follow Super Smash Bros. Ultimate news, version 3.0 is coming out sometime in April, along with a brand new character being Joker from the Persona series. Now, for those of you guys who didn't already know, these guys were announced to be announced in April, and as of now, we don't have any information about version 3.0, which is apparently going to include a couple of new modes, as well as Joker. We haven't even seen gameplay for Joker quite yet, so they're going to have to make some kind of announcement very soon. Now, I understand that they could announce Joker and all the other Smash information on April 24th at the Persona event, However, I think that Sakurai is going to want to show off and talk about the new modes as well as Joker in a direct of some kind. Personally, I think a Nintendo Direct is the best way to do this, so that way Reggie can say his goodbyes and Sakurai can talk about all this new information, but maybe we will just get some new information on Twitter. I mean, as of now, we don't know either way, but I do think that a Direct is coming just because we do have to get information about this new stuff. So guys, overall, do I believe that this leak is real? Honestly, at this point, I am leaning towards this leak being real, just because we do need to get information about all this new stuff that's coming out very soon, and I think that Nintendo is going to want to do at least one final Direct where Reggie can say goodbye, just because he's been with the company for so long and he's so iconic that I think it would be an absolute crime if they didn't do this. However guys, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below, so make sure you guys go ahead and let me know. Do you guys believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.